the field is Justin Lofton. Ty Dillon will start on his outside this time as Lofton has chose the inside line.
We've seen the leaders so far every time take the outside. Great strategy call here, Phil, or is it a mistake?
We'll see. We'll see here. I'm not sure.
I think
I like the outside, though.
Race leader has to dictate the start. It's Justin Lofton. Green flag back in the air. Now he's got a little help from behind. The 2 of Brendan Gaughan pushing the 6 into turn 1.
I think that's going to work, too. Justin Lofton clear of the field.
And here comes that 2 of Brendan Gaughan. So strong early in this race. Gaughan actually has led 74 of the 150 or 111 laps that have been run. So Brendan Gaughan will get credit for leading the most laps, but it's Ty Dillon who squirts out into the 2nd spot in front of Brendan Gaughan.
Parker Kligerman. Remember, Parker Kligerman started all the way back tail end of the field because of a track bar malfunction during qualifying, just passing Brendan Gaughan for the 3rd spot.
Justin Lofton out in front, only took 2 tires on the last pit stop. Can he stay out front, Ray?
Well, we'll see, Rick. They're very excited about how good this truck is. It's actually the same truck that Lofton drove to victory lane at Charlotte. But the reason that he went to the bottom side on that restart is because had he gone to the top, that would have left the 3 and the 2 hooked up together. And they were afraid those 2 RCR trucks might be able to do something to get a run. So Lofton tried the inside, it worked, and now he's got about a 4 or 5 length lead.
But I'm going to tell you guys, I'm watching Brendan Gaughan. He's able to hang right beside Parker Kligerman and in fact clear him down into turn 1, making some fast, strong moves, stuck down on the bottom. He could be the truck we're going to have to beat. I say he'll drive up and catch Ty Dillon and do away with him in a hurry as well.
We talked about Parker Kligerman a minute ago starting at the back of the pack. So did that 17 truck on his inside, Timothy Peters. Those guys right now battling for 4th.
Tom Bodine running in the 6th spot as we ride along with him into the tri-oval. And then just in front of him, you got Kligerman in the 17 of Timothy Peters.
I love how winning breeds confidence. Talked to Andy Pugh and some of the guys down there on the 17 truck before today, and they said we might have the truck tonight. We don't care where we're starting, but we feel really good about the way this truck is going to race tonight.
Strong run by Jason Leffler as he was trying to get by the 13, had to check up a bit, now just gets in front of the 23 of Jason White.
Look at this battle. We're 3 wide about every lap somewhere or another on the racetrack, and all the way up next to the
Jason White slides into the wall coming off of turn 4.
I believe he missed the wall, but certainly got his attention.
Look how much momentum he loses there. Loses a bunch of spots.
And a lot of guys moved down the racetrack trying to give him room. Not sure if he was going to be able to save it and keep it going the right direction.
Watch how sideways this baby gets.
Right side of your screen. Pulls to the outside of Hornaday. Loses the momentum, gets his right sides up on the loose stuff.
Do they make contact? Looks like maybe the tip of that right rear bumper cover. But look how far he's fallen back. He was racing inside the top 10. Now he's all the way down to the 16th spot that time by. So
how about Paludo? He's been involved in 2 accidents and he's still coming to the front.
Very persistent and very determined.
Ty Dillon closing in on that 6 of Justin Lofton. Here comes Dillon for the lead on the outside. He's going to go right by the 6 of Lofton. Dillon in front of the field.
And here comes Gaughan around Lofton as well. Lofton losing all that momentum. Gaughan to the outside.
Gaughan also going to get by the 6 now as Justin Lofton looks as though he's falling off the pace. He's about to lose another spot to the 17 of Timothy Peters.
It takes just about a complete lap. If you lose momentum here, these trucks keep them wound up so fast. If you lose momentum, it takes you at least a half a lap to get it back.
And he's got it back now, but it cost him 2nd place because Dillon just made an amazing, strong move to the outside, got Lofton a little bit loose, and here comes Brendan Gaughan right behind Ty Dillon.
So now, Michael, you had just mentioned that Brendan Gaughan looks so strong, and you thought he'd be able to come up and take that spot away from Dillon. Well, now that's going to be a race for the lead, but a great battle for 5th behind them.
Yeah, great battles everywhere on this racetrack. Matt Crafton has been fast all night long, but you see the trucks on the outside, Todd Bodine and Parker Kligerman, bumper to bumper. That draft pushes Kligerman or Bodine right past Matt Crafton.
Was talking to Parker Kligerman's guys down in the garage area. They're going to have David Mayhew, West Series competitor, run their other truck, the 19 truck that Brad Keselowski drives, in 4 races later on this season.
Brad Keselowski's done a great job of investing in the sport that he loves so dearly, racing in the truck series. 2 trucks on the track a lot of times. Parker Kligerman every week. I love what Brad's doing. We appreciate all these Cup guys that make money racing trucks and cars, and they put it all back in and race too.
And we always talk about this being such a family sport, and that's really where Brad got to start with his family. I mean, Bob Keselowski running regularly in the ARCA Racing Series, was a champion there, and then they had a truck team for many, many years that Brad ran on.
There's all kinds of stories like that on the grid, Rick. Look at the guy leading, Richard Childress' grandson. The guy chasing Michael Gahn, Brendan's dad, has invested all kinds of money in promoting his casino and hotel out in Vegas in the sport. I love when people invest in NASCAR racing.
Yeah, that family has been all about truck racing, as far as not only the ones on asphalt tracks, but also off-road truck racing as well.
And could we have Dylan win consecutively here at Chicago? Not the same Dylan.
That's right.
But Dylan in number 3 trucks.
Austin Dillon has won before, and now Ty Dillon in front of the field, but he's got the 2 of Brendan Gaughan all over his back bumper.
Yeah, the last time by, first, second, and third ran 31.71, 31.72, and 31.71. So I think we got a pretty evenly matched battle at the front. It's all going to be about track position. Can Ty Dillon hold off? I think Brendan may be a little bit faster, like I said earlier. Can he hold him off? And if they do get to racing side by side, where will Timothy Peters go? Will he come up and try to push one of them past or take them 3 wide?
Still 21 trucks on the lead lap. Dakota Armstrong running in that 21st spot. It's Ty Dillon, Brendan Gaughan, Timothy Peters, Justin Lofton, and Todd Bodine, your top 5. Then it's Crafton, Kligerman, Leffler, Buscher, and Sauter, the top 10.
Remember Ty Dillon? This is his first truck series start here at Chicago, but he did win here last year in the ARCA Racing Series. He's been to victory lane. He knows how to get to victory lane at this racetrack.
And he's looking to get to victory lane once again. This time driving the Camping World truck, which he's never been to victory lane. We'll find out if it happens tonight. August 4th at 12:30 live on Speed.
You talking about lightning fast speeds, Rick? These guys are going to be on that smooth surface. Wow, I can't imagine how fast they will be driving these trucks down into turn 1.
Maybe 200.
200, I'm
maybe
thinking
200 miles an hour.
Yes.
Out front, Ty Dillon trying to hold off Brendan Gaughan.
Ooh, something happens to Johnny Sauter.
Sauter slow on the racetrack. And could the
right front tire down, Michael?
Looks like there's a right front suspension issue, whether it's tire or something's broke.
The bad luck now continuing for Johnny Sauter, it looks as though that is happening now. Slow on the racetrack, down on the apron. Now you're seeing a little smoke out of the right front.
See some little bit of debris chunking out.
Hermie, what's happening? We see the right front tires down.
Yeah, it's a flat right front. The 13, it actually battled back up right outside the top 10, but obviously they'll come to pit road. 2 right side tires on the race truck, but this whole night has not been Johnny Sauter's night. They're going to lose a lot of track position and a lot of points.
Look at this battle for the lead, guys. Lap after lap, Brendan Gaughan's been able to close right in on Ty Dillon, with Timothy Peters just lurking back there.
Timothy's gaining on it now. He's moved it within 0.6 of a second. You can see it about 3 truck lengths behind Brendan.
And you know, if these two get side by side, Timothy's there.
Oh yeah, he gives the advantage.
That's exactly right. He's able to come out with the lead. These two get to racing, and that's what they're going to do. It looks like Brendan's strong enough to get up beside Ty, but he just can't quite get there.
I think right now, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think Brendan probably has a faster truck, but Ty is running where Brendan needs to run to make that truck as fast as it can be.
When they get side by side, the 2 trucks punch such a big hole in the air. The 17 of Timothy Peters taking advantage of that, getting a good run.
He's got to get closer, though, to make that move.
Look how high Ty Dillon's running. I listened to Mike Dillon, his dad, and Spotter, coach that young man on the radio, and he tells him everything I would want to know. He's already said to Ty, I guarantee you, Brendan likes the high side, take it away from him. And that's exactly what Ty is doing. Mike does an amazing job of keeping Ty calm and also giving him all the information a young man that hasn't seen a whole lot of racing in NASCAR needs to hear.
And now we see Ty Dillon going to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes the 2 of Brendan Gaughan. He's got a good run coming out of turn number 2. Ty Dillon gets a little sideways. Here comes Gaughan to the inside.
Ty lost that momentum when he got sideways. He's going to lose the lead and may lose second.
Brendan Gaughan making the pass on Ty Dillon. Here comes the 17 of Timothy Peters.
Looks like that 3 truck of Ty Dillon just got a little tight. He was running up high, but probably because he was tight, but lost the nose off turn 2. That opened the door for the faster truck of Brendan Gaughan.
17 laps of racing to go from Chicagoland Speedway.
See how high he's running? I think that truck's pushing on the exit of the corner, Phil. Not able to turn it down like he needs to.
Remember, Brendan got 4 tires on his last pit stop. Ty only got 2.
Brendan Gaughan out in front once again. Timothy Peters now running second. Those two pulling away from Ty Dillon, who's running in the 3rd spot, Ray.
And Michael was right. He was getting some excellent coaching from his father, Mike. And the last word he just said to him was, turn the right rear bead blower off. That'll help you on your entry. So we'll see if that makes that 3 Bass Pro Shop Chevy any faster. He's now went from 1st back to 3rd.
It'll definitely help, but it's going to be a minor help, Ray. And it looks like the thing is really pushing off the turn. His dad, when he coaches him, he tells him all the things he needs to hear. There, I think he should have said, son, you gave it all you had. Let's just try to settle in here and get this 3rd place finish because his truck has gone away on him.
Jennifer Joe Kopp slow on the racetrack as we saw the 18 of Leffler make his way by.
Yeah, Parker Kligerman was able to get by Jason Leffler. They were side by side. Ooh, Paluto tears up a right front tire. I saw some debris flying.
See the debris flying off the side of that truck, and the caution will come out again. 15 laps to go.
Woo-hoo.
And that'll put them side by side one more time.
Yeah, bunch them up. We'll see some 3-wide racing, 4-wide racing.
Which is what we've seen since the very start, the first drop of the green flag.
I'll tell you, one guy you may have to contend with is James Busher. We saw him change a carburetor, saw him get a lucky dog.
Change it up.
He's driven up to the 4th spot right now. James Busher may be a contender for this one.
Fresh from Florida Gulf Seafood Chevrolet. Running well. Made that carburetor change, but you're right, Phil. All race long, he's just been fighting his way back into this baby. See if we can see what happens to Miguel.
See him all up against the wall there. Makes just a little bit of contact with the outside wall. That tire could have been going down then.
Yeah, I think that was the case. And when we got down to turn 3, it went all the way away. And you can see the debris scattering, showering there. NASCAR had no choice but to throw the caution. It's going to set up an amazing finish again in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series.
So tons of damage to the right front of that 32 of Miguel Paluto.
It took all that, Rick, to finally get that man off the lead lap. That's how hard he's fought all night long. That last tire blowing there finally puts him a lap down.
Chad McCumbie's going to get the Aaron's lucky dog. So he'll get back on the lead lap. That'll put us to 20 trucks on the lead lap.
Chad just stepped into this truck for this race this week, and will drive it the rest of the year. Cowboy Starling actually has moved over to be the crew chief on that 92 truck for Ricky Benton.
Brendan Gaughan back out front. Gaughan has been dominant. He's led 78 laps of the 136 that have been run. But as you guys mentioned, one of the men on the move, one of the faster trucks on the racetrack has been the 31, Hermie.
And what a big-time comeback it's been for the 31 team. When the caution came out, by the reaction of the crew here in the pits, you'd have thought the race was over and they were going to victory lane. They know if they can finish this comeback off, they have dodged a tremendous bullet coming back from 2 laps down. And I agree with Phil Parsons. If he can get a good restart right here, he has a chance to win this race. Ray?
Well, Hermie, I think the restart will be important, and we have heard a lot of conversation on Brendan Gaughan's South Point Chevrolet radio, and guess what? You know who's talking to him? Richard Childress, telling him that there is a chance that these guys may go 3 wide, so make sure he protects the bottom. It's been 129 races since Brendan Gaughan last won at Texas, and he said to us multiple times the reason he went for this opportunity was not to run a full season, but to get in equipment that was good enough to win. And I think they've done that for him at Richard Childress Racing. He knows he's got a fast truck, but they are concerned a bit about this restart. Brendan said, don't worry, tonight I've been coming up through the gears great.
I'll tell you what, guys, if he starts on the outside, he's going to have James Busher behind him. If he starts on the inside, Ty Dillon, his teammate, will be lined up right on his tailgate. Maybe they push past Timothy Peters.
Picking up the debris that Miguel Paluto dropped out there. We're back for the restart next.